On Sunday night primetime. With a December...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Come on. Hey.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rolling to his right. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. You look at this Jaguar defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. First carry here for Ken Walker. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
There he goes, right side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
24.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. The Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Oilers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, we get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope would be a nice postseason run.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready, break. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going to try and throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Oilers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, ETN once more. A little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 37-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Washington. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Hey, Lion. Bring it. Roll.
ETN. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Green, check white. Smith, red. Black one.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. And
he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 6. Got his man on the out route. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Oilers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 5.
Hey, check that. Smash.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. In trouble, and he's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Open net is Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his result.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go now.
First down, Oilers.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 28.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Think right.
Lawrence. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. That's complete to Laporta. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Great job.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On third down, Lawrence, and that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now back to throw. down. Sam Laporta, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Move those chains. That's good for Jacksonville.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st down, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Pushes past him. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And it's caught. And the Jags are going to be set up for the 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 34 yards. And the Oilers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 2.
Play action. It's Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.